Welcome back to the channel. We'll be doing some maintenance work on my Honda self-propelled lawnmower, and to be honest, the steps I show you will apply to any lawnmower that you have. Basic steps, so keep watching and I'll show you how to do it. We'll be replacing the spark plug, the oil, and the filter. So I bought this kit that comes with all three parts in the kit. Again, if you're interested, I'll put a link in the description of this video. And again, I ordered it for my Honda specifically. I bought it in a kit to just save some time and some guesswork, but you could buy all these parts separately. They don't have to be genuine Honda, to be honest, and save yourself some bucks. The oil is 12 fluid ounces. It's a 10W30, and that's what the filter looks like. Again, you probably can find another one that is not genuine Honda. What you will need is a dip socket for the spark plug. It's a 13/16 in my case, and fits snugly. You will need a dip socket for your spark plug. And the first thing we're going to do is replace the air filter. That's the new one, and in my case the air filter is behind this plastic cap. All you gotta do is push down on the tabs and pull, and that should come off. And to take the old filter off, you just pull it. I'm just going to clean around the inside just to make sure there's no dirt, and then put the new filter in. The filter only goes one way, so you can't really mess up. Just push it in and then put the cap back on. The cap should easily snap back on, and if it doesn't, just give it one of those Mike Tyson body punches. Next, we're going to replace the spark plug, and to do that, first we have to remove the connector, which is encased in rubber, and that's where the spark plug is. Like I said, in my case it's a 13/16 socket for my spark plug, and just gently undo it. It should come off pretty easily. And that actually doesn't look too bad, but since we're doing the maintenance and I haven't changed the spark plug for a while now, we may as well replace it. To install the new spark plug, just hand tighten it just a few turns until it catches and doesn't cross thread. Then use the wrench to tighten it up a little bit, not too much. You just want it snug, not too tight. And then just put the connecting cable back on. Next, we're going to replace the oil on the mower, and to do that I'm going to start the engine and let it run for 5 minutes. That will heat up the oil just enough so it flows out pretty easily. My mower requires the lever to be pressed down in order to run it, so I'm going to hold it with a clamp so I don't have to stand there for 5 minutes. Okay, after it's been running for a few minutes, at least 5 minutes, it's time to change the oil. But before we do that, we need to shut off. There's a shut off valve for the fuel line, and we're going to turn it off. Reason is you don't want the fuel going all over the place, because we're going to turn the mower on its side. And that's where the oil cap is. It comes with a built-in oil gauge. Just unscrew it and put it to the side. You will need a oil pan or any kind of pan really to catch the oil, because we're going to turn the mower on its side. I didn't do it here, but it's probably a good idea to put some old newspapers under the pan to catch any spilling oil, which, trust me, it will spill on your floor. So if you don't want that, then please put some paper or newspaper or cardboard under the pan. While the oil is draining, maybe it's a good idea at this time to look under the deck to inspect the blades, as well as do some cleanup. And you will see some old debris there, as well as grass on the axle that needs to be removed as well. Just remember to disengage the spark plug like we showed you earlier. This is for your safety before you put your hands near the blades. Okay, with that done, you're ready to put the new oil in. Use a funnel and the recommended oil. My recommendation is not to pour the whole bottle in there, is to just pour enough and then check it with your oil gauge. You don't want too much oil in there, because if you have too much, you'll have to take it out. Also, per the instructions, when checking the oil level, don't screw in the cap. So I'm going to check it first. I don't know if you can see that, but all the hash marks should be covered, and in this case it's not, so I'm going to pour some more in there. I'm going to check it again, and the advice here is not to screw the cap on, but to leave it on top. And here all the hash marks or the axes are covered, which is good. Just to check it again, don't screw it in. And don't know if you can see that, but all the X marks are covered, which is good. As always, if you're enjoying the content, please think about subscribing to the channel. It's one way to support the channel, and it doesn't cost a penny, and actually helps small channels like ours continue to produce content like this. Before we start the engine, just make sure that the fuel valve is back in the open position. Okay, let's start the mower and see what happens. Wow, that's impressive. It started first pull. I wasn't expecting that. Doesn't always happen. Thanks again for watching, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.